I think the first time I was on a horse that I can actually remember, we're like one of those dinky little trail rides that you go on. Horses have always been my life from when I was a little girl. It's the horses. I love the horses. Every day that I walk into the barn and see their faces, and it really just is all about the horse.
I think I started when I was 9. My dad put me up on a racehorse, and my heart's always been in it, so hopefully we continue doing good.
One thing, and it's been that way for a long while, Woodbine, is just how our women horse people are celebrated, and they deserve it. Our clerk of scales, our race office, and then we can go through the list of the trainers, the owners, the grooms, the hot walkers. We might have one of the largest female horse people colonies in the world. And that speaks a lot, not just to Woodbine, but it also speaks to their talent, that they can come here, which is not an easy place to succeed, and they succeed.
Les is her best friend, and he just won on Sunday. He's a bit camera shy too. He's a good boy, but he's funny. You'll notice they have teddy bears, and they also have a belt, so whoever wins gets the belt. Horses have always been my life from when I was a little girl. Initially show horses, and as time progressed, I would say I ended up at the racetrack, but I certainly, my love of horses has carried through to the racetrack. First and foremost, I'm a horse lover, and I love watching them develop. I love developing young horses. I didn't grow up studying the forms. I grew up riding horses and petting horses. That was really more my thing, is just being around them, and that's really, I think that comes through in our stable and our love of horses. It's a fun photo that Robin Platts gave to me. It's a picture of Pax Nabiscum winning in the Ohio Derby. He was trained by my mother, Denny Day, and owned by my grandmother, and so it's a picture of them all together and in the Kingfield colors, and it's a lot of good memories. I think it's the legacy, starting with my grandparents to my mother and then down to me. I'm very fortunate to have inherited the passion for horses that seems to be in my family, and horses mean so much to us. It's great to continue her legacy.
Catherine Day Phillips is one of our most successful female trainers. She's had grade 1 wins, she's run in the big races, and she is just someone deserving of a lot of respect. When
I first started training or first started working in the backstretch in 1986, there were not many women trainers. My mother was one of the first women trainers in 1979. We grew up in the show horse world where men and women compete equally against each other. It's never really been a thing. In the United States, it is different. There are a lot fewer women in important roles and big roles. I think they run many of the stables, but their names aren't, on the shingle, so to speak.
She pays attention to every little detail, like with the horses and people, and she always wants the best for a horse and for everyone. It's just special.
And she is very deserving. If I looked at someone that said who deserves to win a King's Plate, Catherine Day Phillips would.
Train to Victory by Catherine Day Phillips.
In general, I think women, we kind of stay to ourselves and do our own thing, and if people approach us or come into our world, we're happy to encourage them. Everyone really just kind of does their own thing, like any man would. They're doing their own thing and, doing the best they can for their career, and I think we're probably the same. I don't think there's a difference.
Everybody says, oh, you're too pretty. Oh, you should go to school. But I love the animals, and it's so cool to be able to get along with them and to work with them in the mornings and then transferred in the afternoons and see their progress, and it's just my heart's always in it.
And Sofia Vives has got another one under the bag in a very fine style. No dangers at any point in the stretch.
I've always loved animals, and my dad and my uncle were jockeys, and their last name couldn't go out the way they did, so I said, you know what, somebody's got to carry it on, and I thought, why not me? And my heart's always been in it, so hopefully we continue doing good.
Sofia Vives is a great example of someone who there was a lot of talk about before, you know, she's going to be a star and all that. And she understood too, you know, that's what I want, but in order for that to happen, I have to do X and Y. So she was coming in again to an established jockey colony. She was coming in as a young rider, and she then also had to go down that path and that journey of people might be saying this, now I have to live up to it. So again, it's difficult for her.
You got to be able to get along with the horses, and when you go out there, every horse is different. Some things might work for one that won't work for another, and you just got to find the happy medium. You got to just go out there, be calm, collected, and have confidence. Whether you're a girl or a boy in this sport, you got to go out there and just think you're the best, because at the end of the day, the horses don't know.
And Sofia Vives with another victory today on the front end. That is a double for Sofia.
Being a girl is a little tough because they always come up with the excuse, oh, we need a stronger rider. Oh, maybe a boy can do it. Oh, maybe this, maybe that. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep your head up and take the good with the bad.
They're just another guy I'm trying to beat. I mean, I got fortunate enough, I rode with Julie Crone in her prime, and I rode with some great girl riders, and you know, it's not so much being male or female, it's more what they are as an individual. And some of them were more finesse riders, or some of them were very physical kind of girl riders. You learn what they do, and I know I don't look either one of them as a girl or guys. I look at them as my competition, and I'm gonna ride the best race that I can ride, knowing who they are. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. We're out there trying to win.
Emma-Jayne, when she first burst onto the scene, she just had something different than any other jockey I've ever seen. She had a presence about her. It wasn't cockiness, it was a confidence about her and an intelligence about her. She's extremely intelligent, well-spoken. She loves the game as well, and she became a fan favorite very quickly.
And the winning rider, Emma-Jayne Wilson.
She just has a wonderful way about her of embracing everything, and she has gone through some tough injuries, and it never diminished her love for the game.
So I used to come to Woodbine when I was, 6, 7, 8. My love of the horse, my love of the horses was a big thing for that. So to come Woodbine was like 20 minutes for, down the road. I don't know if I ever really realized that this was a 20-year career for me, so to speak. I just knew that it was something that I wanted to give a go. When I came to Woodbine to, try to learn to gallop, to, be with the racehorses, it was more about taking the time that I had, the opportunity that I had to give my dreams a chance and to see where it took me.
Roger Attfield, the winning trainer, ridden to victory by Emma-Jayne Wilson.
Well, she gets better all the time, I think. Like most athletes, you're always learning different things, and of course she's had a great experience. She's been a great ambassador for our racing in Canada, actually, because she's ridden in many countries now, and she's ridden with some of the best jockeys in the world. And if you watch people like that, you're going to learn also, right? So she's always looking to learn.
To have someone come to me, male or female, and say, I want to be a jockey, what can I do? My biggest thing is hold yourself accountable, because nobody else is going to. Nobody else cares if you will succeed, really. The only person that can put that hard work into the job, that can ask the question why, that can move yourself forward is you. And if you're not your biggest critic, well, you're toast.
I'm sure there's been many a time where it's been tough on her, probably, but she's always said I can beat him anyway, so that's just her attitude,
Passion. passion. But it's the passion for the game. I love this game with everything. I want to see this game succeed.
Okay, Emma-Jayne interview, take 1, Alpha Bravo, common mark.
Way to go, Lucas.
Thanks, Lucas. CDP, take 1, Alpha Bravo, common mark.
We're gonna make it happen. Find a way to figure it out.
Emma kind of talked about it's not gender, it's based on ability.
Yeah, and I would say that that's a very, very, fair statement, that we're here because of what we do, not because we're women or men or whatever. And I don't think any of us think of ourselves as different. It's just what we do.
It's also very rewarding at the end of the day to be able to say you got the upper hand on the boys. It is a challenging sport, nothing's easy in it. But like I said, you just gotta keep pushing through and smiling and take the good with the bad. You have the good days and the bad days, and hopefully you have more good than bad.
Perception. Whether it's your perception or their perception, it's perception. I was told female riders can't ride, girls can't ride. Girls aren't strong enough. Okay, I'll be stronger. I'll be tougher. If that's what you think that I'm incapable of, I will show you what I am capable of. It's that simple. Either you're good enough or you're not. Get rid of the gender as the reason.
Nothing is impossible. There's nothing